Hi everyone, I'm back again with another video of mine. I'm Mona Lisa Joshi, the founder and director of Chrysanthemum Chronicles. It's a contemporary publishing house that I run from New Delhi. And you know the reason that why I'm here. Yes, to continue the special edition that I've been doing, excerpt reading series from the book To Frida with Love. It's a book of vignettes by multiple authors, and I'm doing the excerpt reading series from each of the vignettes written by the authors. As I've mentioned earlier, that this was a prompt that was given on the Facebook group page, and the writers wrote for it, taking inspiration from her paintings, and that is how this book came into shape. But before I start the excerpt reading series, let me tell you a little about Frida Kahlo. She was this beautiful Mexican girl who was earlier an artist who drew, but she kept her most of her art pieces hidden from the world, and she fell in love with Diego, as I've mentioned earlier. But she was going through this beautiful flow of being in love with him, but she got deeply hurt when when the artist Diego, her husband, he was not getting any more commissioned art pieces, and they finally decided to move back to Mexico, their Frida's maiden land. And since Frida was always keen of having her own child, but she could not have, or she could not actually most of her pregnancy turned into miscarriages, and that's how she was quite sad about it. But she was fond of children. She wanted to have her own, but she could not. So she invited her sister Christina to stay with them, and she also invited her niece and nephew to come along. And Christina was not having a good marriage because she suffered a lot of domestic violence from her husband. So she happily moved in, and that was what Frida made a huge mistake, because she never thought that her own sister Christina would get involved in an affair with her husband Diego, and this totally broke Frida's heart, and she filed for divorce from Diego. After that, she got herself involved in relationships with both men and women, and she was also doing her artwork, but she mostly kept them hidden, as I've told you earlier. So as a way of her taking a revenge from her husband, she decided to bring them out in the world. And also she decided to again go back to Diego as well, because she could not contain the love in her heart towards him, and she finally again married him, and that's how their second marriage began. So more I will tell you through my other videos. And now because her art pieces remains the inspiration for this book, so I'm going to take up the third vignette from this book, which has been written by Gauri Bhargav, and she has taken inspiration from Self-Portrait with Thorn Necklace and Hummingbird, as you can see. And the courtesy remains to Wikipedia, and her vignette's title is Frida's Candid Conversation with Her Canvas. The whole idea was this only: the prompt was given in such a way that as if Frida is having conversation with the canvas. So here I start, and these are very special edition videos, because there are only 7 vignettes that I'm going to read from this chapbook. So you must grab this book today for knowing better that how cool and amazing this book is, and how much depth Frida's life has that you can actually find through these vignettes. So here I start. And also the writers, they have done brilliant job in bringing Frida's emotions and also her canvas's emotions out through their vignettes. I sit on the easel, watching her patiently stroke and splash colors upon me. I had been a blank canvas, but now I can boast to be a reflective riot of colors and a vibrant outburst of the artist's innate feelings. I hear the inadvertent flow of words as she paints. I am the song whose lyrics are unknown. I am the secret that lays concealed by the sands of time. I am the story that remains untold. I am the winter frozen and numbed by pain. I am all that you cannot see. I decide to speak up to my creator, O Hermosa Mujer. Frida, I see your eyes speak, not just one but several myriad stories. I may be a canvas, but you have breathed life into me. Now I see through the eyes that you have painted with your own hands. I'm here to listen. Tell me, why have you brought me to life? I'm glad you chose to speak. Most often I have none to give me company. Pain, pain and pain. I'm not sure if you fathom that pain has been my only constant companion throughout my life. When I was just 6, I was struck by polio and was bedridden for several days. It was never easy. I struggled and tried to be active by participating in sports and other physical activities. And then, when things were getting brighter at the age of 18, I was injured in an accident and had several operations. My spine, collarbone, ribs were fractured. My pelvis was brutally shattered. I also suffered shoulder and rib injuries. I was bedridden for many years. But the pain, I've still been struggling with it. I've been enduring the suffering silently. Why? Why do I deserve all this pain? Is it to punish me for something that I'm not aware of? Replied Frida fervently. Oh dear, so much pain at such a young age. Is that why you have painted the thorn necklace? The excruciating pain that sometimes takes you to the verge of giving up and losing your battle? But you have spoken only about your physical pain. Isn't there more to it? What about the man in your life? Weren't you in love with the person whom you admired the most? Ah, Diego Rivera, you mean? Yes, I was madly in love with him despite him being much older than me, and we got married. People called the two of us the elephant and the dove. But my heart throbbed for him when we crossed paths while I was at the hospital. He is an artist and most importantly my teacher, and he understood me. Perhaps that's what I assumed. Over time, I've learned love can cause pain too, the worst kind of pain which cannot be healed. We both are strong people in many ways, and that is probably the reason why we never agree on many things. After living in several places, we came to Mexico, and that is when he cheated on me with my sister. I'm shattered beyond my threshold. Pain, and this time it is the mental pain that seems to hurt more. My heart aches more than ever. So, this was the vignette by Gauri Bhargav, and as I've just told you that she really got hurt when Christina started an affair, her sister started an affair with Diego, and that overall Frida's life was truly full of pain and struggles, but she was full of life herself. She lived the way she wanted, like a queen, though she had her moments of pain, melancholy, which she had painted, and the world now calls them as the surrealistic art pieces that she created. So if you want to know more of her life and the art pieces, because they have been taken as inspiration by our writers, grab this book today. Grab it from Amazon or Flipkart. From Flipkart, because from Flipkart you get this at a very discounted price. And then don't forget to share your review or feedback, because it will make the writers very happy, and also I'll be happy because I'm the publisher. So what good feeling it would be to know the book getting some good feedback, or even if it's critical, I would be happy to know, so that we can work in a more better way through our other books that are coming in future. So I would love to end this video here. Stay creative all, keep reading, and give this book a read. Surely you would love it. Bye all, take care.